Today we're going to attempt the no mistakes build challenge. And this might sound easy, but listen, the rules are pretty simple. All you have to do is build a house, but the twist is that you can't change anything once you've placed it. So you put a wall, well, guess what? That wall's staying there. You misclicked and the fridge is inside of the couch, well, too bad. It's gonna be there. And you know what? It's hard enough to like decide what you wanna do and do it right first try anyway. But you think about how many times you misclick, your finger slips, the wallpaper places wrong on like the back of the wall instead of the wall you put it on. It's genuinely really difficult to do a house right first try in The Sims. And that's why I've decided I want to try and build a Victorian house as our attempt for this challenge. Picture like the tower, the wraparound porch, diagonal walls. It's not going to be pretty, but we're going to try. Also, I have done this a couple times, so I'll link those videos down below. And I guess with that being said, let's begin. Oh, the more I think about this, the more stressed I am. It's like the beginning that's hard because, you know, this is an example, not my actual try, but usually I'll just like build a box and then I'll like add on to the box, you know, when I'm trying to figure out the floor plan. But you can't do that. You have to build it right the first time. Oh no. Okay. Why did I decide to have the house be shaped like this? I'm like looking and trying to figure out. Okay. You know what? Forget it. Let's just go. Oh, and where do you put it on the lot? Because you can't move it. Oh, this is stressing me out. And I haven't even put a single wall down. I might start with the porch because I feel like that's the easiest thing to do because we're going to base the rest of the house around where the porch goes. Like, for example, we're going to have an entrance that's like right there. I'll probably put it up like 3 high. Okay, I want to put a little room. Oh, I should have done it 5 wide. Okay, it's fine. There's a little room there. Ugh, okay, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. This is the porch. It's going to be like that and like that. Oh boy. Okay, I don't really know what the best way to put this is. Oh, see, usually when I wanted to do a porch like this, I would like draw the walls. Oh no, wait, is she stuck like that? Is that the rule? Can I change it into a fence? Is that allowed? Because I was gonna say that usually I would like, oh, I don't, just do it. No, but I don't want it there. I want it to be here. I can't even connect it. Oh no. Does it let me change it into a fence like that? Oh, we are already off to a very bad start. Okay, it lets me do it like this, but that's not what I want it to look like. This is like actually a disaster. I'm not even kidding. Wait, that's not right either. Oh my God. It needs to be like here. Oh no. Wait, maybe that is right. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I think that, no, that's not right. This is not right. Okay, I need to put the thingy, how do I do that? It's not a room, so I can't put the thing in. Okay, I have to move this in. This is just how it works. It has to let me do this. This is gonna be really annoying, trying to put these diagonal walls in here. Truly, of all of the things that I could have decided to build today, this was a wrong choice. This was not the right pick for a no mistakes build challenge build style. Besties, I don't know if it's gonna let me do it in here right. I might have to like, oh, maybe it's fine. It's gonna break that. I think I should be allowed to put it back just because that's how it works. It's not a mistake. It's just the thing's weird and glitchy. All right, that's ready. It's so ugly. If I were to redo this, what I would have done is I would have built it like with walls and I would have like filled the walls in as a room and then replaced the wall with a fence. But instead we have this. An absolute disaster is what we have. Okay, I think I'm going to, oh no, I'm on the wrong floor. I want to do it like this. I'm probably gonna have there be like a very similar shape downstairs to upstairs. Wait, am I stuck with that fence there because I placed it there? Because if so, that was a big mistake on my part. I don't actually know. Oh no. All right, well, I know I want this tower to be here. I know I want the walls to be like this. I think I'm gonna have this be like a little bit smaller upstairs than downstairs. Okay, let's just put a roof on the porch. God, it's so bad. It's so bad. And now we have to figure out the roof. Okay, so here's the other problem with the roofs. Obviously, like you have to place it and then move it up, right? In my mind, it's like as soon as you let go of the height that it's stuck. Like for example, this, I think she's stuck. Oh no! I didn't know it was gonna be, I think that counts as letting go. I didn't know it was gonna be that long. Oh God. I think I have to keep it. It's the no mistakes build challenge. It's the no mistakes build challenge. Okay, and same thing, like you have to place this roof down as like a small one and then make it bigger. So I feel like the roof rules, it stops when you let go, like with this part. Like if I put it like this wide by accident, then it's stuck, but it's not stuck being only this small because that would suck because that's not a mistake. Here it goes. The last time I did this, I made a grave error and I accidentally like left it 1 tile too wide because I was like drawing it like this and didn't realize and I like had it go out 1 too far. And then when I checked back and I looked, it was like 1 over. Oh, it was horrible. Not this time. This time I did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't know how many that is. That's fine. Just do it. It can be tall. It's not that ugly. It's like not cute, but it's not that ugly. I think I'm taking comfort in the fact that it's not that bad. Okay. So we're starting off with, oh wait, I need to put a ceiling on this too. We start off with the flat pieces of the roof because that's easiest. I think I should make it have no edge because then I can always just add an extra one if I need it. All right, this part of the roof is easy. It's this part that we have to be worried about. It's not normal. There's not like an obvious like, oh, just put one of these roof pieces down. Like it doesn't even let you. Roofs cannot be built on an uneven base. Oh my God, it might be because of this. I might not be able to put, wait, is that stuck there now? Because I let go of it. Okay. I think it's been too long and the roof is stuck. Anyway, problem, red alert. I don't know if I can put any roof here. I think that like the two different wall heights, like how this is on a foundation and this isn't, is gonna make it impossible for us to put roofs there. The misplacement of that wall. Remember, it was actually a wall, so it might have to stay a wall, to be honest, but I may let myself keep it as a fence. The misplacement of that wall has ruined the entire exterior of this house. I don't know what to do about this. This is actually really bad. Like, this is a full-scale disaster. I knew it was gonna be hard to do this kind of shape with no mistakes. If I could just like delete that real fast. Just a little delete button. And then maybe just like redo the porch real fast. I'd be a whole lot happier. Should I like put one of these right here just to have it be even on both sides? I think I made it work. Whatever, let's just get some like roof trim. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, well there was meant to be stairs over here. I was gonna do like 3 wide stairs. Gonna have like a little, you know, fence. The back, I will probably put same thing, like some 3 wide stairs centered right there. I'm warning you right now, this is not going on the gallery. It's not happening. All right, I'm gonna do like a green roof. My idea is to have a green roof with green windows, but like the whole building will be yellow, or you know, like a creamy yellow. Not like yellow, but like creamy yellow. Hopefully you don't have to change your mind, Kayla, because it's too late. Maybe you can have a little brick foundation. Wow, loving the contrast between the brick foundation and this stupid fence that's stuck there. Should we get some pretty columns like the Strangerville ones? When in doubt, do something fancy, you know? No! Oh, what did I tell you about misclicking? Okay, well, I wanted it there. And apparently it will also be there. So that's cool. That whole area is already a disaster. So whatever. It's fine. Doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter that it's wrong. It was bad already. I can get some really pretty like Strangerville trim. I'm having this vision that I misclick and I put it here by accident. I kind of just want to do it on purpose. Let's just embrace it. You know what? Let's just make it look like it was intentional. Put the columns there. Why not? What if we got, like, do you think that it would let us, hang on, move objects on. Oops. I'm probably gonna regret turning on a build cheat, but, oh, I can't raise it up. Oh, I was gonna say if I could put like a little, oh wait, oh, it might let me. Hang on, if we get it in the exact right place, we might be able to get it. See, I'm picturing we put, oh, I shouldn't have done that. No, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Besties, I don't know if I can keep justifying this to myself. We'll get like a nice white floor, nice wooden porch. And then I wanted to put some columns on all the corners. Probably should be a little bit more, a little bit more careful with where I'm placing them. I'm not kidding, by the way, that was not on purpose. I was just saying I need to be more careful with where I'm placing them because I'm gonna have a misclick again, and then there it goes, right on the floor. So there's a column there. That's cool. It's so easy to do that. It's so easy to misclick with this stuff. And you know, normally it's not a problem. Normally you just delete it. You pick it up and you move it. Not in this dumb challenge. Not in this dumb challenge. I think I want to put a column, or at least like maybe one of the fancy columns right here, because okay. So I wanted the fancy column right here so I could have the spandrels. I'm gonna just embrace it. We're doing all the columns. There's columns everywhere. We're embracing it because I put it in the wrong spot. No, wait a minute, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Columns were the biggest mistake I made in this whole video. Genuinely, placing any column was the biggest, worst choice that I could have made. I feel like I'm making it worse. I'm trying to like add in extra columns to make it better, but really all I'm doing is making it worse. Okay, Simsie, we're gonna place the windows now. I need you to be very, very careful. Do you understand? Do you know what careful means? Okay, I feel like maybe if these were just like at the way bottom, it's gonna look horrible from the inside, but it looks cool from the outside, so whatever. Oh, you know what? In hindsight, really should have done the interior walls first. I really should have prioritized the inside walls before I placed a bunch of windows on the outside that I can't move. That would have made a lot of sense. And yet, here we are. Also, those windows are different colors. I'm just now realizing that. I couldn't tell as much in the lighting in the front. They're different colors. I should have known that. I build all the time in The Sims. I'm very, very familiar with the windows in this game. And somehow, didn't think about it. Okay, we're gonna do a big door on both the front and the back, I think. You know what? I'm gonna leave no windows on this side. We can always add more, but you can't take away. So I'm gonna put those back there. Usually I would paint the floors first, but I probably shouldn't because then I can't change it. So let's think this through. Maybe I'll put the stairs in first, really carefully, because again, once you've done it, you can't change it. Do I want them like on the side maybe? Do you know what? I might, oh, just do it. We'll base everything else off of this. All right, because then I can do the upstairs floor plan. I feel like it would be smart of me to make that into a bedroom. We can make that into a bedroom. That could be a bedroom. Maybe that could be a bedroom. And then we could do like a little tiny 2x2 bathroom. Okay. It's not a huge house. So like the small bathroom honestly kind of makes sense. The window in it doesn't make that much sense, but the bathroom itself does, I think. Okay, careful with door placement because again, you can't change it once it's done. I think that should work. All right, we get like a nice wooden floor everywhere. You know, I just realized I would rather have a yellow tile, but I already placed the blue one. Oh, I need to be careful with this. Okay, we have to be really, really careful with this. Is that the right color? No, that's wrong. Good for noticing, Simsie. Good job. All right, blue bathroom. Downstairs, I don't know. We're really gonna have to think about this. I wish that staircase wasn't right there. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge fan of that. Mostly because I want this to be like a more closed off floor plan. I feel like I want it to be like an older house. Okay, I'm just gonna draw the wall. That'll be a dining room. Should I build like a formal entrance? Where does the living room go? Should the living room just be this whole space? Do you know what? Forget it. Whole space. I'm doing it. Oh, I've got an idea. This is kind of weird, but hear me out. This is a big bathroom. Then there's like arches on either side. This is really weird. I know, I'm sorry, but listen. There's like arches on either side. Those are symmetrical in this room. So I think that's okay. This middle space is just a huge bathroom. And then we put like the kitchen in this room, small dining table, big living room. And then there's 4 bedrooms upstairs and 1 more tiny bathroom. I think that makes sense. We can put like a huge arch into that room. And I love like the idea of there being a hallway. I think this kind of house would definitely have hallways like that. So it makes sense. Well, and we could always switch it. Would it be better to have the kitchen or the dining room be smaller? Maybe the kitchen would be better off smaller because this is like a formal old house. Maybe that is more likely. And we could do like no windows on this wall. I'm not even kidding. We probably deserve it. We'll just like center some windows there so that the hallway has some light. See, if I put a window right here, it would be nice, but I also am aware that, who cares if it looks bad from the outside? Where would this, if I put the same thing there, 1 extra window in the dining room, maybe that's okay. Wait, because look, we could like center something in between them. Oh, I think that, well, I don't like how it looks from out here, but that's fine. It's nice from the inside. It's very bright, very airy. I'm now kind of regretting the placement of that window. Like, I wish it wasn't there. I'd probably move it if I was doing this differently. However, I could just put a fireplace in front of it. You ever thought about that? What if you just put one there? Anyway. Who cares? Just cover it up. It's fine. I'm gonna get some wood floors and put them places. Oh, I wanted to put tile in the kitchen. Am I stuck with that now? That's fine. I was gonna do kitchen tile, but I'm just gonna match the bathroom to the upstairs one, even though I don't like it that much. We can totally fit a tub in here too, which will be nice. I think the inside of the house isn't that bad. It's like the exterior that's weird. I think the inside is fine. The floor plan's fine. I'd probably adjust things more if I could, but I think this is fine. It works. It functions. And then you look at this and you change your mind. Again, this is not going on the gallery. It won't. It just won't. I want to do like some pretty tile. Maybe I'll put that in the kitchen. I now wish that I had done it in a different color because I want to use green cabinets, but oh well. Maybe I'll use these beige ones. And I'm gonna wrap these like all the way around the kitchen. Oh no. Oh no, I can't delete one for the stove. Oh, it's a good thing I stopped. It's a good thing I stopped so I can put the fridge in. Oh, yikes. Okay. This poses a new question. There are ways to do this. We can put the stove and oven like in the wall with these now, which is a good thing. It's good that we have those. I guess we'll have to. I don't think that's the right color swatch. I don't think there is a right color swatch. I guess we'll do it in white. All right, that could have been bad, but I think we averted the crisis. I don't love this, but you can't like center a sink, so I'll just let it stay. We'll get some big cabinets, I guess. This isn't that bad. I probably would have rather had like the stove and oven be in the same place, but this could have been worse. Oh wait, I shouldn't be allowed to change that color, should I? Because I already placed it. Oh, it has to stay that one. That was the original. It's too late. Sorry, I am correcting myself with my poor choices. Don't worry. I'm not trying to cheat. That's like the blue and yellow we had outside, which is kind of nice. Maybe I'll just leave it with like minimal decorations. Should I get like a microwave or something? Maybe I will. That's fine. That'll work. All right, I want to use the cottage living stuff because I love the tub that came with cottage living and I want to put it in this room. It also came with a beautiful pedestal sink that I want to use. I'm going to turn F5 on. That's probably a mistake. F5, if you didn't know, is a tool that lets you place things on quarter tiles. So it'll like auto place on the quarter instead of just the half. Again, probably a mistake when it comes to trying to do this because it gives you more room for misplacement, but it might make for some better content. So I'm gonna use it. I want to try and decorate this bathroom like with nice stuff too. I want to get like a big cabinet, maybe a plant. I might use the same rug underneath the tub. We've got a really pretty robe, but I want to do it in like a more plain color. Yeah, just white would be good. Thank you. I think that's really nice. Maybe just one towel on the wall and then we'll call it a day. Okay, in hindsight, wish I hadn't picked that color, but that's fine. It's a towel. Like, it doesn't have to match perfectly. Maybe I'll really quickly do the upstairs bathroom too. Part of me is thinking that maybe the upstairs bathroom could just have a toilet and a sink. Obviously, it would be ideal if it had a shower in it, but I think in real life, in a little tiny bathroom like that, if you could only fit a toilet and a sink, it would still be nice to have like a toilet by the bedroom so you could go in the night if you needed to without having to go downstairs. So I might just keep it like that. Oh, we need to get a stair railing. Boom. You know, I wish that wasn't clipping in the window. In The Sims 3, you could place the railings on like the left and right side of the stairs separately. I so wish you could do that now. It's odd that it's like clipping through the wall and we can't do anything to change it, right? It's just annoying, but whatever. That's not a mistake. That's just a Sims glitch. That's not my fault. It just is that way. Oh, here's lilsimsie's custom content wallpaper. I won't use it. I mean, I could. I'm not gonna put it on the gallery, but maybe it's better to use only the in-game stuff. I want to use some of the green stuff because the house is kind of green on the outside. Oh, and now I'm kind of thinking I should have put a chandelier in here above the table, but oh well. That's the thing, right? Like when I usually build houses, a lot of times I'll just put lights everywhere and then I'll like delete and move them when I actually start furnishing, but I'll put lights everywhere in the beginning just because I'm like trying to fill it all up. And usually that's fine, but then you do a challenge like this and that you have to change your whole method of building. Like you have to readjust your whole like order of operations. I think that looks really nice. I want to put a really pretty painting. Even a small one would be so cute on that wall. And then I've been thinking about stuff like this cabinet. I feel like I should get one of these. Kind of fits in the corner there. Okay. It's kind of dark in here, so maybe I'll get some wall sconces on either side of the mirror. Okay. Oh, that's actually really pretty. I kind of like it. We've done all right with the interior. I know I keep saying that. I'm probably gonna jinx it, but the inside's not so bad. It's a shame because the outside is very bad. The outside is very, very, very bad. All right, let's put a rug in here. Oh, I just wanted to change that to green and I can't. Ugh. It's so weird building like this. I'm so not used to doing it like this. The way I just covered up the window too, I kind of forgot I had done that. There's just a window there behind the fireplace. Okay, sure. Of course there is. Maybe that color would be nice. Maybe I'll just combine the, oh no! Oh, I want it to be placed right there. Like I want that to be there, but I can't move it now. Whatever. See, with the misclicks and the quarter tiles, that's a quarter tile problem. I did this to myself by turning on quarter tiles. I should have known. I should have seen that coming. All right, I want to put a really big bookshelf here. I think that would be kind of nice. And then can you fit a chess table in this little nook? Will it fit? I don't think it will, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I'll complain about it when the chairs don't function. Oh, that actually seems fine. I don't love the color scheme there though. I don't know why I picked that. Let's put a little coat rack here. Maybe we could get, like a clock, like a grandfather clock. Something like that in the corner would be nice. This is a really pretty, like formal room. I think I like it a lot. I'm not gonna put a TV, partially because I'm not sure where I'd put it. It's not really good vibes for a TV in here. Your entertainment is chess as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I don't really want to put a TV. I think that I like it like this. We can get like a fun painting. I hate this chair. We can just pretend that like somebody was sitting in it so they scooted it forward. It's lived in, okay? People live here and that's why the chairs are off. I was gonna put a blanket basket there. I know there's a blanket basket from Eco Lifestyle. I'm picturing, this thing. I don't know if that's like really out of place for this style of room, but whatever. I'm putting it. And you know what? We've been doing the wall sconces thing. The sconces are pretty nice. I kind of like that. I should use sconces more often in my builds. Oh, I hung this painting over here a lot lower than that one. Oops. I might regret that. That one's in a better spot with the wallpaper. See, I was picturing I would put like a higher wallpaper, so I was trying to put it high up like that one. And that one is like hanging on top of the paneling. So that's a small mistake, but it's not catastrophic like the front was. That was a disaster. I'm just gonna really quickly like throw in some wallpapers. Oh, which one's gonna be the parents' bedroom? Which one's the biggest? Maybe this one's best for that? There's not a good spot for the bed to go. Oh well. I'll just put it here anyway. I don't like that color, but I just changed it to it and now it's stuck. Ugh. This is so weird. It's so different from how I normally build. Like I usually just kind of mess with things, test an object, see if I like it, get rid of it. Like I'm so used to just going back and forth with everything and changing it to my liking. This room does not fit my vibes. This is not what I was going for when it comes to styling this house. I am extremely disappointed. I feel like I have failed you all. I hate it. I hate it. No, but like I actually hate that. I'm not even kidding. I don't want to look at it anymore. This is my new little pink room. Oh, something we should think about. We should make sure that we get a desk and a computer somewhere. I always kind of forget about that kind of thing, but oh, I usually scoot Blarfy back. I kind of forgot about that. Well, we can't do it now, but that's where he like automatically places, but I would like scoot him back to be closer touching the wall. I've decided this room can be ugly. Oh my God, I totally forgot this existed. I should use that for a room. I should base an entire room off of that. Not in this house, but anyway, this room, I think it can be ugly because it's a little kid's room. And I want a bookshelf, but I can't fit the one I want. See, that's green. That's not right. Maybe I'll put that in here. Well, it's happening. It's there now, so it's stuck with us. Maybe I'll use this bookshelf then. I just had a panic of like, did I stick that through the wall? Because I alt placed it. Imagine if I had alt placed it like right there and it was sticking out from behind the other wall. Luckily I didn't, but imagine if I had. Maybe I will put the bed here. Let's try and fit the desk in first. Because I'm thinking I kind of want to put a desk with a computer in this room, like a little one, but ooh, I don't know what bed to use. Oh, I kind of like this one. That's kind of a fun color scheme. Ah, the wood's not the matching one. Dang it. Why is the game like this? This kid's lucky. They've got a computer. This poor kid has the smallest room, the same toy as their sibling, and no computer. At least they're not their parents, though. Their room sucks. And this sim has to live in front of the windows. Look at their view. Their views of my bad roof. Maybe I'll make some toddlers share this room. Ew, I didn't realize the flowers stretch that much on the diagonal wall. I mean, obviously they do. That's how it works, but I didn't really anticipate that. I didn't prepare myself for the stretching of the flowers. Look at how cute this is gonna be. Wait, no, I can't do that. I just tried to alt place the beds. I'm a cheater. I just tried to alt place the beds to scoot. I wasn't even gonna say anything. And then I realized that was not allowed. That was against the rules and I had to stop myself. I totally was about to cheat just then. Wow, okay, well, I didn't. I caught myself and I apologize. I want to get a giant dollhouse. I'm not even kidding. I want to just cover up the windows. Not loving the color scheme, but that's okay. Do you know what? Should we finish the exterior? I'm just thinking that like the terrain paint is going to be a nightmare to do with no mistakes. So let's just go for it, shall we? Just do whatever you want, Simsie. You can always add to it, but remember, you can't take away. I kind of want to put like a little path kind of going to the back. Honestly, just because this gives me more room for mistakes. I'm not even joking. That's why I'm doing this. But I think it would be fun if we had a little path that goes to the back of the house. Maybe I should just fill in a lot of it. I'm just going to do it. Let's just fill it in. Let's have a little half circle patio. Maybe I'll make it like a proper half circle patio. Oh, that's okay. And we'll do some landscaping over here, like to fill in that. Oh, concept. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb for adding those columns because I could have just covered the fence with bushes. If I hadn't added all that stupid stuff to it, we could have just covered it up and pretended it didn't happen. And yet here we are now. I got columns sticking out of the ground for no reason. Why did I do that? This one that's a lost cause, but you know, now it's in multiple places. Oh, okay, admittedly, not my finest moment. The front of this building is an absolute, complete, and total disaster. We already knew this, though. This is not new information. I just wanted to fill in this area. I think it would be cute if we added some extra bushes. Whatever, just put whatever you want, Kayla. Get a tall, skinny bush. I don't know. You have nothing to lose. You can do whatever you want with your bushes. No one's even gonna be able to say anything. And you can't change it if it's bad, so whatever. We can always adjust the path if we need to too. So that's helping me cope with this because we can add to that. That's fine. Oh, that's stupid. What have I done? Wow. Big mistake. It like actually looks bad. Huh. Okay. Let's add to the path a little bit. We'll need it more in the front too. Okay. Get those bushes there. This is so bad. It's like I stopped trying. I think I did stop trying a little bit. I won't lie to you. I think that's part of what's happening here. I think Simsie gave up a tiny bit. But do you blame me? Wouldn't you also give up if your build looked like this in the front? I think you would. All right, big trees all over the place. Fill it all in. I just put them in all 4 corners. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Oh well, it looks nice from the front. And that one's not even on the lot. How did I manage that? It's completely, oh no. All right, I'm gonna do the terrain paint. I need to be careful. No heavy hand. Very careful with the placement of your terrain paint, Kayla, because you cannot erase. Get around the corners nicely. Get up close to the house. I actually like how this part looks. I'm happy with the back, but I'm not happy with the front. Not even remotely. Let's get a fountain. Ooh, mailbox. When in doubt, planter boxes. You can grow some herbs, put some basil or something, you know? Not loving this part, but I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to add anything to it because that's like a mistake, so we should keep it. The other thing we need is a trash can. I think she would be fine in the little corner right there. Maybe I'll get a little grill. Oh, cute. Okay, I think it's done. If you just like cover up the screen with your hand, like on the left side of the house, it looks great. And the inside wasn't even that bad either. I think my takeaway from this is that it's a lot easier to furnish and just like stick with your first choice than it is to actually build the house. And that makes sense because usually you want to like adjust the walls and move things around. And the roofing you want to like adjust as you're working with it. So it's a lot harder to do that first try, no mistakes, than it is to like, I don't know, put a rug. Unless you put something in the wrong place, in which case, you know, but that's fine. Again, it's lived in, okay? Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is really dumb, but I had a lot of fun. If you like this kind of thing, I did do it like, I think twice before, so I'll link those at the end of the video for you. And with that being said, I guess I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I still feel sad when I think about that whole porch thing. So nobody make fun of me in the comments, all right? It was a big, big error, and I'm very well aware of that. It was a disaster.